Wrapped up his week-long Asian tour with a visit to Indonesia, which saw him hold talks with his counterpart in Jakarta on bilateral relations and economic ties. The details in the following reports.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi wrapped up his Asian tour that saw him visit Singapore, China and Indonesia and hold bilateral talks with the leaders of those countries. Before departing Jakarta, his final leg of the tour, President al-Sisi held talks with the Secretary General of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, on boosting economic cooperation between Cairo and the Asian countries. Al-Sisi also met with his Indonesian counterpart, Joko Widodo, on bilateral relations and eliminating extremism and terrorism in the Middle East, as well as increasing Jakarta's investments in Egypt. The president invited Widodo to visit Egypt, which the Indonesian president welcomed. Earlier, Sisi witnessed the signing ceremony of two memorandums of understanding that exempt diplomats of both countries from visa requirements. The memorandums were signed by Minister of Foreign Affairs Sameh Shukri and his Indonesian counterpart. The head of state paid a visit to a memorial located at the heart of the capital, Jakarta, that was built as a symbol of the country's independence. The Sisi laid a wreath on a tomb where the bodies of 7,000 Indonesians were killed during the War of Independence from Holland that lasted for 350 years. The Sisi's visit to Indonesia is the first by an Egyptian president since 1983.
And for the fifth consecutive day, the High Electoral Commission, the HEC, is continuing to receive candidacy applications for the... He said it has so far received some 3,777 applications, including 156 from female candidates. The Commission said that independent candidates are the majority. 22 candidates are affiliated to 51 parties. It added that no party lists have been submitted to the panel. The Ministry of Interior uncovered a terrorist cell affiliated to the Terrorist Brotherhood organization in the governorate of Bahira. In a statement, the ministry said that police forces arrested 5 people, criminals who were intending to use them in attacking a police checkpoint on a main road in the city. The ministry said the terrorists are also accused of detonating a bus that belongs to Bahira Security Directorate on the 24th of August. 3 policemen were killed and 18 others were injured in the attack. Here's an excerpt from the ministry statement.
في إطار جهود وزارة الداخلية لملاحقة مختلف البؤر الإرهابية التي تطلع كوادرها بتنفيذ العمليات العدائية بالبلاد وكشف مخططات تنظيم الإخوان الإرهابي وضبط عناصره المسؤولة عن ارتكاب الحوادث الإرهابية التي تستهدف الوطن ورجال القوات المسلحة والشرطة. فقد توفرت معلومات لقطاع الأمن الوطني حول قيام إحدى خلايا لجان العمليات النوعية لتنظيم الإخوان الإرهابي بمحافظة البحيرة بقيادة الإخواني ماهر عبد المنعم يونس ارتكاب واقعة زرع عبوة ناسفة على طريق الحومدية رشيد وتفجيرها بتاريخ 24 من أغسطس الماضي حال مرور أتوبيس تابع لمديرية أمن البحيرة ومخصص لنقل أفراد المديرية من قوات أمن دمنهور لمركز شرطة رشيد، مما أدى إلى استشهاد 3 أفراد شرطة وإصابة 18 آخرين، حيث أكدت المعلومات عقد الإخواني المذكور لقاء ضم المجموعة المنفذة للحادث تم خلاله الاتفاق على استهداف الأتوبيس المشار إليه، وذلك لمروره الحتمي من أمام قرية محلة الأمير عن طريق زرع عبوة ناسفة بجوار مطب صناعي أمامية لإحداث وقيعة بين أفراد الشرطة ووزارة الداخلية في ظل تزامن حدوثها مع اعتصام الأفراد بمديرية أمن الشرقية. أسفرت الجهود عن تحديد الأوكار التنظيمية التي يختبئ فيها عناصر الخلية الإخوانية الإرهابية المشار إليها، وكذا أماكن تخزين العبوات المتفجرة، حيث أمكن ضبط 5 من الإرهابيين وهم الإخواني ماهر عبد المنعم يونس أبو يونس، الإخواني أيمن إبراهيم جبر مالك، الإخواني عبد الهادي السيد إسماعيل الزيات، الإخواني محمد الولي، الإخواني ماهر عبد الحميد علي الدين. تم مداهمة أماكن تخزين العبوات التفجيرية.
Welcome back, and for more information, we're being joined now over the phone by Brigadier Hatem Fahmy, the head of the Interior Ministry's Information Office. Thank you very much for joining us, sir.
Thank you very much.
Let me start off, obviously, by asking you to give us more details on the recent operation by the Ministry of Interior in Bahira.
Well, once more, the Ministry of Interior confirms that it's capable of either gathering information and accurate intelligence about the terrorists and their activity, and also to reach their hideouts and to arrest them and bring them to justice. As you may know, that there has been an attack against a police bus transferring soldiers from one city in Al-Bahira to the Rashid police headquarters. That happened on the 24th last August, when the bus was targeted by an IED as it was passing by a road bump near one of the villages. The information gathered by the National Security Sector revealed that the Muslim Brotherhood were behind that attack, and they managed to arrest the whole cell of 5 persons and confiscated a rifle and other explosives in their hideouts. What's new upon this incident is that the Muslim Brotherhood cell was taking advantage of the sit-in of the non-commissioned officers of Al-Sharqiyya,
Right.
and targeted other police non-commissioned officers to try to turn them against their commanders.
Right.
They knew that there has been some demands from the NCOs for a raise in their salaries, and that has been proven on the confession of the cell.
Right. Are similar operations rather being carried out in other governorates across the country?
Well, fortunately, not all the governorates witnessing such terrorist activities. We can say that it could be confined maybe to 3 or 4 governorates, like Al-Bahira, Sharqiyya, Beni Suef. So the police is chasing them wherever they are, and I think we are really improving on the control over the Muslim Brotherhood terrorist cells.
Indeed, and we thank you very much for that. Brigadier Hatem Fahmy, the head of the Ministry of Interior's Information Office, thank you very much for your time. The Giza Criminal Court has resumed the retrial of 11 terrorists accused of murdering Police General Nabil Farag after forces raided the district of Gardasa in the governorate of Giza in 2013. The defendants are accused of forming a terrorist cell aimed at targeting police and army personnel. In another trial, the Cairo Criminal Court resumes the retrial of business tycoon Ahmed Izz and Amr Hassan, the former head of the Industrial Development Authority, on charges of monopolizing the iron industry in the country. More local news, and head of the Suez Canal Authority, Admiral Moheb Mamish, announced that work is ongoing to develop 6 ports overlooking the Mediterranean. Admiral Mamish said that those include ports in Arish, western Port Said, and 3 others overlooking the Red Sea, as the country aims at developing the area surrounding the new Suez Canal. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi mourned the death of the Emirati and Bahraini soldiers who died in Yemen on Friday. President al-Sisi held a telephone conversation with Abu Dhabi's Crown Prince Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan and lamented the death of the 45 soldiers. The president also mourned the 5 Bahraini soldiers who were killed Friday in a Houthi attack on the Saudi-Yemeni border. During a telephone conversation, Bahraini King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa thanked al-Sisi for his call and wished him and Egypt more progress and stability. The soldiers were among coalition forces deployed on the restive border. Saudi Arabia leads a campaign against the Houthi rebels who took over large areas of neighboring Yemen. And in the latest developments, the United Arab Emirates has bombarded Yemeni rebels with airstrikes as it mourned the 45 soldiers among 50 killed in the deadliest day yet for a Saudi-led coalition fighting the insurgents. Emirati officials vowed that the deaths in the eastern oil province of Marib would not sap their commitment to the coalition's mission to restore President Abdurrabbu Mansour Hadi.
It said that 45 of its soldiers fighting rebels in Yemen were killed in an arms depot blast on Friday, while 5 border guards from Bahrain died in the deadliest day yet for the Saudi-led coalition. 3 days of national mourning were declared for the UAE's highest casualty toll of the 6-month air war, which Yemen's government blamed on an accidental explosion at a military base in the eastern province of Ma'rib. But the Shiite Houthi rebels said that the coalition